Next, we have Kalra. Kalra is our councilman from District 2 in San Jose Mayor's office. He is the first Indian American to be elected to the San Jose City Council. He earned his seat on November 4th, 2008, elections last year. He represents District 2, which borders Morgan Hill. I will try to name a few committees that he sits on: Community and Economic Development Committee, Association of Bay Area Governments Board, Federated Employees Retirement Board, just to name a few. Kalra, everybody.
Good evening, everyone. I want to thank, first of all, the Silicon Valley Indian Professional Association for inviting me here to address you this evening. I tried to get the mayor to tag along with me, but he could not make it, and so he sends his regrets and certainly wants to let you know that he really appreciates this organization and the programs that you put on for the community. And as was mentioned, I was newly elected, and I'm very honored to represent San Jose and to represent one of the districts. Just so you know, there are 10 districts there. I represent District 2 in South San Jose. The neighborhood I grew up in, I bought a house in the same neighborhood that I lived in when I went to high school, and so it's really just an honor to be here before you and to be a representative of the city that I love and the state, frankly, and that I love, and I couldn't imagine living anywhere else. So before I go on, I want to give you all a snapshot of the city of San Jose, which we like to call, and we do have, you can see it, anywhere you see our name on the bottom, you'll see the capital of Silicon Valley. And one of the reasons why we feel that we can claim that is that we are the largest city in Silicon Valley. In fact, the 10th largest city in the country. We just surpassed 1 million people. But one of the things as well that I find great about San Jose compared to any other large city in the country is the incredible diversity. It is the most diverse large city in the nation. And I think that really exemplifies the beauty of Silicon Valley, of having people come from all around the world to create and to live amongst each other and to learn with each other. And so San Jose, really, to me, having grown up there, exemplifies that and exemplifies the spirit of Silicon Valley in that sense. San Jose residents produce more U.S. patents than any other city in the country. And every year, we can see more and more people continue to flock to Silicon Valley, and I'm proud to say that the majority of them come into San Jose, and we're proud to have them. 35% of all venture capital funds, as many of you probably know, are invested in San Jose and Silicon Valley companies. So it's just great to be where we are. It's great to be where we are at this time and to be in a position to really do things that are going to change the rest of the world and are going to really lead the world into the next few decades. Some other things we're doing in San Jose, which I think you may be interested in knowing, have a lot to do with our infrastructure. We right now are looking at San Jose within the next 10 to 15 years becoming the Northern California transportation hub. And let me explain that. First, we're spending $1.5 billion on our airport. And for those of you, and I'm sure many of you have flown in to San Jose Airport, and it seems like a little small town airport, that's certainly not befitting of anyone that wants to claim to be the capital of Silicon Valley. However, things are going to change. And you're going to see an airport that is fantastic, that has incredible art, that has restaurants and shops, and it's going to be absolutely high tech. In fact, we're going to have a security system that's still not even certified yet by the FAA. We just got some stimulus funds to help us pay for it. We're hoping that the certification occurs before we're done by next year. But when the airport is done, I would encourage all of you to try your best to fly in and out of San Jose and to see how you like it, because I really do think it's going to be a whole new experience, certainly different than anything you've been used to flying out of our airport in the past. And then, of course, high-speed rail, BART. We have a lot of great things happening in this region and in this state. High-speed rail, you will see, especially when it comes to regional planning, is going to change our state forever. And it's certainly going to have a great impact on economic development. And there's going to be a station right in downtown San Jose, the same place where there's going to be a BART station, the same place where we currently have Caltrain, and the same place, I hope, within walking distance, we're going to have the Oakland A's, actually, the San Jose A's. And so we're definitely working on that. And that's one of our goals, to add to the amenities and the entertainment options for the great companies that surround our city. Just this past week, the hotel industry approved a vote to increase, they voted to increase their hotel tax, the TOT tax, which will go to expand our convention center, and it's going to be a $250 million expansion of our convention center so that we can host major conventions for some of the fantastic companies we have. Some of the companies in San Jose, like eBay and Cisco and so on, can't even use our convention center because it's too small or because it doesn't have enough amenities. And so we're going to change that, and we're in the process of doing that. And of course, it's a cultural and entertainment hub. We have opera, we have the Rep Theater, we have so many different amenities. And that's why I like to say that I'm confident in standing behind the moniker capital of Silicon Valley. So as Andrew mentioned, in much greater detail, we right now are seeing a confluence of what makes one prosperous and environmentalism. It's no longer 20, 30 years ago calling people tree huggers or Al Gore, whatever you want to call them. But now we are seeing an opportunity that's unlike any that we've seen before. It's such an opportunity that even cities and governments are really buying into it. And it takes, as you may know in any of your dealings with government, government's usually quite a few years behind. But now we're finally starting to see government get it and understand. And I think a big part of that clearly is President Obama. But even at the local level, for a few years now, we've seen this bubbling up and rising up. And I think that was one big reason why so many people were excited about Obama's campaign and what the president now is doing in DC. In San Jose, we've been fortunate to really have great energy as of late in terms of clean technology companies gravitating towards our city. In fact, just a couple weeks ago, Business Week magazine named San Jose the best place to start a clean tech company in the country. And a separate award was given as naming San Jose the greenest city in America. So we have some great things happening in San Jose, and I want to go over a few of those things. And I think the best way to start is to talk about our green vision, because that really lays the foundation for what we're trying to do as a city. And Mayor Reed put forward a green vision in October 2007. And as Andrew was talking about the portfolio approach, it does take a portfolio type approach: energy efficiency, low carbon energy supply, terrestrial carbon. In the way we're doing it, we're looking at a 15-year window, and so that's from 2007. So we're already a couple years into it. I'm going to quickly run down what the 10 items are on the green vision, and you'll see how, as disparate as they may be, they all have the same end goal. First of all, create 25,000 clean tech jobs as the world center of clean tech innovation. Secondly, reduce per capita energy use by 50%. Third is to receive 100% of our electrical power from clean, renewable sources. Fourth is to build or retrofit 50 million square feet of green buildings. 5 is to divert 100% of the waste from our landfill and convert waste to energy. 6 is to recycle or beneficially reuse 100% of our wastewater, which amounts to about 100 million gallons per day. 7 is to adopt a general plan with measurable standards for sustainable development. And for those that don't know, cities continually update their general plan, which is usually a 20 or 30-year plan. And it's done every decade and a half or so. And we're right now in the middle of reevaluating and putting forth our general plan, which is Envision 2040. 8 is to ensure that 100% of the public fleet vehicles run on alternative fuels. 9 is to plant 100,000 new trees and replace 100% of our streetlights with smart zero-emission lighting. And 10 is to create 100 miles of interconnected trails. So you can see individually, it's kind of all over the place, but it comes together to really talk about what we want our city to be 15 years from now and into the future. And for entrepreneurs, there's plenty of opportunity. under the surface of those goals.